afternoon. Just wanted to check in with you all. Um, Obviously, the midweek minute that we're trying to do here ended up more towards the end of the week, but couple updates. There is still the opportunity to donate towards the landscape project with matching funds. I believe that goes another couple of weeks, but if you're interested in donating that, we do still have donations coming in towards that. So we appreciate it, and hopefully this spring we'll be able to get this place cleaned up and looking sharp. Also, Pastor Bert will be back this Sunday, so it'll be good to have him back around here, and Sharon as well. Trying to think. I think that was about it for mid. Oh no! Wait, whoa! There's more. So obviously, youth functions at Ellsworth Assembly of God have not been happening recently, which has been kind of a bummer, and a lot of that falls on my end of things, and with COVID, and I apologize for that, but we are working on stuff, and hopefully we'll have some things coming up here soon for our young people. We do have youth convention and fine arts. We're still planning on having it. Our district is preparing, and that will be April 22nd to the 24th. Fine arts will be on the 22nd, and that's in Plymouth, New Hampshire. I'll have more details on that soon. Working on pricing and everything, but hopefully by that point in the year we will be healthier climate and everything, and we'll be able to have youth convention. It was this real big bummer that we weren't able to have it in 2020, but we're excited to see what happens there. So so that's coming up, and I think that's pretty well it as far as things that are coming up. I was just having some interactions and conversations, and obviously there's a lot going on in the world, and there's a lot of concern about censorship and the gospel not being able to be preached. And fortunately, we have not seen that yet. We haven't had any of our Facebook videos or YouTube videos censored, and then it's going to cut out right now, and we're not going to see them again. But I'm just kidding. But we haven't run into that issue at all. So I know there are some that have. We haven't. We're going to continue on until we aren't able to, if it comes to that. But I was just been on and off in Acts, and the great thing about the book of Acts is it is believers that are radically empowered by the Holy Spirit. They're like the punching bags that are the weighted ones, where they just kind of, you can knock them down and they just keep coming back, and they keep flying back up, and it's like they can't be knocked down, can't be knocked over, and just thinking about it, Acts chapter 4, we see Peter and John arrested, and I'm going to read a little bit here, and then we'll talk about it. But Acts chapter 4, as they were speaking to the people, the priests and the captain of the temple guard and the Sadducees came up to them, being greatly disturbed because they were teaching the people and proclaiming in Jesus the resurrection from the dead. And they laid hands on them, and they put them in jail until the next day, for it was already evening. But many of those who had heard the message believed, and the number of men came to be about 5,000. Continue on, and they have their kind of appeal to the rulers. And in chapter 4, verse 13, it says, "Now, as they observed the confidence of Peter and John, and understood that they were uneducated and untrained men, they were amazed, and began to recognize them as having been with Jesus." So we may not know what's coming with everything happening in the world politically, and uh-oh, did my stream cut out here? That's still going. But we may not know what's happening. We know that the gospel is unchanged, and we don't see the disciples complaining about how the government's treating them, or we don't see them complaining about having their message censored. They just keep on. They're just like the punching bag. They just keep going. They bounce back up and keep on. So I hope that's our outlook on this. I hope we don't get too consumed with how we're being treated. I mean, obviously we want to be treated rightly, but either way, we need to preach the gospel. Either way, we need to be empowered by the Holy Spirit, and we can preach our way into jail if we need to. And let's just keep on. So resilience, that's the idea today. So hope to see you all Sunday.